Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about how the poorest country in the world, that is Pakistan, is helping the other country, that is Sri Lanka, with the economic funds and what is FATF. If the question arises in the world that which country would become very happy by the economic crisis of the Pakistan, everyone would answer that is India. But it is the wrong thing. When we would see the Twitter account of the other country, that is Armenia, we can see the big digital revolution against the Pakistan had been started there due to their nuclear power weapons, motivation of the terrorism, and the listing of the FATF, that is Financial Action Task Force, that is in the grey list. In the other side, the economist of the Pakistan has been prepared a report that what would happen by the listing of the Pakistan in the grey list by the FATF. But in the other side, it had been giving the loan to the other country, that is Pakistan, by being the poorest country in the world. Let's talk about what's happening in the Pakistan. Imran Khan had been went to the Sri Lanka and he had been talked about the Pakistan there also, and he had been announced to give $15 billion of loan to the Sri Lanka, and he had been asked them to join the economic affairs of the Pakistan and to export the goods to the European countries by the Godda seaport, and he had been given some of the advices of the economic development of the countries and went from there. But the question arises how the poorest country in the world will give the loan to the other country by making the loan from the other associations and the countries, that is from the IMF and China. China had been acquired some of the lands and administration of the Pakistan for not repaying the loan to the China by the Pakistan, but there is only left to rule on that places which are acquired by the China. India had been also taken the loan from the other countries, but there are the countries in the world which are not at all taken the loan from any of the countries or any of the financial institutions. India would take the loan from the World Bank but not from the IMF. For example, taking the loan from the banks with a systematic interest rate is formal, but taking the loan from the other financial means by paying the highest amount of the interest is different. So, when the World Bank would not give any of the loan to the countries, the last stage to get loan to that country is the IMF. This is why the Pakistan is not getting the loan from the World Bank. From last 10 years, that is from 2008 to 19, as per Pakistan economists, $38 billion had been become lost due to grey listing of the Pakistan by the FATF. This happened because due to the encouragement of the terrorism by that country and the illegal transfer of money, as the FATF will keep the eye on the countries due to their illegal transfer of money and the encouragement to terrorism. This FATF has been situated in the Paris in the France. There are 39 member countries in the FATF, that are India, America, Japan, etc. There are two stages in the listing of this FATF. The first stage is the call for action, that is blacklist. The countries which are in the blacklist are the Iran and the North Korea, and the second list is the monitored jurisdiction, that is grey list. If the country has been listed in the blacklist, they would not get any of the loans and any of the financial assistance. If the country had been in the green list, they are taken over by the FATF. If they continue the same, they will be kept in the blacklist. The reason behind why the Pakistan is not listed in the blacklist due to the China, and when the meetings of the FATF take place, they would make the drama of arresting the terrorists and acting as if they are only attacked by the terrorism. The reason behind why the Imran Khan had been went to the Sri Lanka has the reasons. The first one is to talk against the Kashmir, and the second one is to advertise the China and asking them to export the tea of the Sri Lanka to the other countries through the Godda seaport, that is European countries, and asking them to join the Belttown project of the China. But when we talk about the Godda seaport, it had been built by the China, and Imran Khan had been went to advertise the F-17 Thunder to the Sri Lanka and ask them to buy it and to pay amount as and when they possible. By seeing this, we can say it as the non-sellable goods sold by the shopkeeper. When we talk about the F-17 Thunder, it had been built by the China in collaboration with the Pakistan. But the Sri Lanka has been not took any of the interest in buying this GF-17 Thunder. By selling this GF-17 Thunder, the Pakistan would talk in the world that they had been sold some of the amenities in the world. But the other side, the Armenia had been forcing the FATF to be the Pakistan in the blacklist. Let's see what will happen in the future. By giving some of the information, I would conclude my video. If you like this video, then hit the like button. For more updates, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.